This is seriously one of the longest 15 minutes that you have. We have a test and we are going to give it a test.
Jackson and I put together a Lego set that he got for his birthday, and he is loving it so much that Grandma gave you a
$20 Amazon gift card.
Yes, and so at the end of the Lego set, there's like a whole nother system that goes to it that you can buy, like a whole other city. As soon as I said you have the money to buy that, were you so excited?
Like, time to crush some cars.
Yes. So your Lego set is all done. It feels like Christmas mode because Jared and I have had a cold, so we've all stayed home from school and we're just lazy watching shows and playing Legos.
Did he just jump over fire and flames?
Stop.
I have not made homemade chicken noodle soup in years and years. So Tommy and I just made our homemade noodles, which was so easy. I always thought it was so complicated. It's in our Griffith's cookbook recipe, which we have an online version as well, but it's literally flour, eggs, and water. So easy. I did not boil the bones and all that. I just did a rotisserie chicken and shredded it, and I have a little pot going here, which I need to turn the heat down. And then I have a bigger pot right here going. I'm going to buy a large soup pot today. I'm gonna order one. I thought I had one. I do not know where it is. Even in our rental, I was like, where's my large soup pot? I don't know. So I'm gonna order one.
Get ready to see an awesome movie.
With Jared and I having a cold for the last few days, we went and got tested the second day of our symptoms for COVID, and it came out negative. Jared and I have not had COVID since this whole thing started.
We've been really healthy and
super
really
grateful for that.
Yeah.
But we're gonna test at home now because I just wanna double check. I've kept the kids home from school, and honestly, it's just been like one of my favorite days. I love just like locking the house and just like living. So our soup is almost done, and Jackson finished up his Lego. And Jared, are you ready?
Tell me what symptoms you have been feeling.
I mean, sore throat for sure. Like my throat hurt more than it normally does.
The first thing is I had like the tiniest little twinge of a sore throat, but that went away really quick. But everything else has just been like congestion. I'm very like clogged up here, and I get anxiety, especially at night, about that. Like last night was really rough because I was just like, I just want to breathe through my nose. But here's one thing that's actually helped a lot, and I saw it on TikTok. When you do like the sinus, like you push up and out and then you pull down on your ear, that's actually helped quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah, so if you're feeling that, give it a shot. But we have a test and we are going to give it a test. Okay.
I'm excited to try it.
We've been negative. We've done tons of tests throughout the years. We've been negative every single time. So here's to hoping. This is the first time we've done it on film, so it's probably gonna be positive.
I'm gonna get away from you. It's hard to sit.
So first things first, safety first. No, take your dropper, and we're going to do 6 drops into the top. Now we take our nose sample and do 5 circles in each nostril. This is seriously one of the longest 15 minutes that you have. When we got tested the other day, it was nice because we had to drive, 20, 30 minutes home, and by the time we got home, we had our test results. Luckily, we have an at-home test, so we're able to see it at home, but still the apprehension is kind of killing me a little bit.
Jared.
Okay, you ready?
Jared, you don't need a... It's negative. It's not. No.
After the surprise.
No, it's
our
negative.
timer's up.
It's negative, but still, we feel like crap.
I know that on some of the tests, positive results haven't been showing up until a little bit later, but it's been a while since we've been feeling symptoms, so I would assume that we would have a positive test if we were indeed positive. Because we're feeling this way, we're still going to take the precautions and preventative measures that we need to. Ellie and I want to feel better because not next week, but the week after, we have a big event for Jackson, and we want family to be able to come to that. So everyone's going to be testing, we're going to be testing and make sure, and if we're positive, then plans will change. But we've still got some more tests that we want to do throughout the week. But I'm happy that it's negative for now, right?
Right.
We're going to call this a win?
It's a win.
It's a win, and we still feel bad. Ah! Oh my goodness, Ellie, this is like everything that I could ever ask for.
I love it.
It is so good.
It's like hearty and just cheerful.
If I had the energy and the time, I would have actually just cooked the rotisserie chicken so that like the bones would make like a good broth, but it's good.
Oh my goodness, chicken noodle soup. There's just something about that when you're feeling not well that just makes your heart warm. Chicken soup for the soul, right?
Guys, it's so good.
It's so good.
I've been talking to Jared and like my heart is just so heavy. I've read articles that there are not enough teachers right now. My sister, her kids had to stay home for a week because there were not enough teachers. It is so real. I have a friend that's a teacher and she talks about her burnout often, and my heart feels really heavy for you guys. My heart feels heavy for a lot of people, doctors and nurses, and there's just so many people right now that are really struggling, and I've kept the kids home the last few days and probably gonna still keep them home until I feel better, but I don't know, my heart's heavy and it's like we're seeing so many changes right before our eyes, and I don't know what like schools are gonna look like even in the coming years, and or maybe it's gonna be great, I don't know.
Yeah,
but
and that's the thing is we don't know what life is going to look like in the future. All we know is that we're taking it day in and day out, day at a time, and adapting and doing the best that we can. And I think it's important right now to express a gratitude for the things that we do have, and that's like what really is I'm trying to do is like the kids' teachers, when we do have them, we're so grateful because there's such a heavy load on them.
Oh yeah, the kids have such good teachers. We love them so much and they love them. They just sent out like a survey and it's like, are your kids excited to go to school? And like everything that I answered was like always the highest. Like the kids really have loved school, but my heart is very heavy right now. I don't know. He wants me to sign him up for some things. But we're gonna go ahead and eat a very, very much needed, good, hearty meal. And then we're gonna put on a movie and we're gonna try and rest. When your dog's a better listener than your 3-year-old. Good boy.
He just wants the food, Ellie.
I know.
Here comes the bum.
You're nice to your brother for sure.
Even though he breaks your Lego sets, you're still a nice loving brother, huh?
Because building is fun.
That tooth, don't mind the Swedish fish in there, but that tooth is barely hanging on. That's gonna come out today. Let's see your smile before. Okay, can't wait to see it out. Okay, now let's see whose front tooth is more wiggly. Can I feel the top tooth? Wow, that's wiggly. Can I feel yours? I think they're both the same.
No, mine's a little loose.
No, literally, I think both of your tooth is the same wiggliness. Whoever loses their front tooth first, I'll take on an ice cream date. Lose your tooth first, one of you, and we'll go on a date.
It's obviously gonna be cat.
Do you guys want to know who had the hardest adjustment with moving? It was Copper.
I thought you were gonna say me, and I was like, no, it was Copper.
Yeah. What did he do when you thought he was having a hard time?
He was whining a lot.
He was whining a lot. Like the first probably week and a half, he would not leave my sight. He followed me everywhere and he was so exhausted by the end of the night because he wouldn't just lay down and rest, and he would just whine. Like he was like crying. It was as if we had like just got him and was like crate training him or something. It was wild. Did you see that? So he's much happier now that we're settled, but I do think he was a little antsy, wondering like, okay, when are we going home? Like he was really barky, like extra talkative. But Penny is so happy to be here. We are happy now. I cannot believe these cute dogs have such a nice big yard. We are almost done putting this trampoline together.
It's not a project unless you have to start over at least twice, right?
And go to Home Depot.
Back up a few steps and redo things a few times.
Right? When we moved, we sold our trampoline with the house, and we got this at the rental because we just needed the kids to have something in the summer, and we love it. It's a springless trampoline.
Yeah, it's called Spring Free.
Spring Free. It's pretty cool.
And it's great when you have all the pieces.
Yeah, we may have dropped a few. Okay, we're almost done. Hardest part. Ready?
Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go.
Mom, what do you do?
She's the backbone of this community.
What do I do down here? Well, it may not look like much, but it helps a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Just by pulling that end. Literally everything hurts Jared's hip, by the way. Everything hurts his hip.
Everything hurts and I'm dying.
It's like, you know, just moving half his body. It's a pain that he is really looking forward to the year mark, hoping that it's all successful. But he has eliminated a lot of prior pain. So right now this is just surgery
I just don't want
pain.
you to pinch right here.
So
Yeah, hold down here.
we're almost done. I think this is like the last heavy put together thing for the whole house. So
We haven't put together my office yet.
but I mean, it's like not heavy, you know. We have a few room tour videos coming up. Calvin's video and Tommy's room tour video are coming up very soon. It was gonna go up today, but we've been sick all week and haven't had the energy to do that just yet. And that is a wrap. You bounce into the sunset, my little minions.
Well, we'll get the net up.
We'll get it up. So the net will lift up and the kids literally can like bounce. It's amazing.
Funny you say that. They can bounce on a trampoline.
Well, they can bounce off the net. Look, we always laugh. We're like, we don't have to plant palm trees. The neighbors have a palm tree. I just love that so much. Can swim, look at the palm tree. Our doggies are eating a bone. Was I not filming that whole time?
I have no idea.
In case I wasn't filming, look at my minions jumping in the sunset. Jared and I only have about 15 more minutes and then we're gonna get these hooligans to bed so we
And little do they know, we're
get
gonna get in the hot tub. Oh my gosh.
when
they
the
don't
pool's
know.
heated, we'll let them all jump in, but
Go.
Oh, Tommy decided to jump.
that's amazing.
Acrobats. Where are you looking at? I think Mom already said this, but like and subscribe.
I think Mom already said this. Like and subscribe. We're gonna end our video there. Thank you guys so much for watching our sick day at home making chicken noodle soup.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.